Hello, my name is Jacob Powers. Today I will be talking about why I think modern race cars are safer than regular cars. Before I talk about this, I want to first define what a race car is and what a regular car I think is. So when I talk about race cars, I'm talking about cars that participate in national races like the 24 Hours of Le Mans, F1, and NASCAR. When I talk about regular cars, I'm talking about cars you see on the road every day. Um, and so there are many reasons why I think race cars are safer, but I'm going to just go over three of the main ones that, that apply the most effect. So the first one is chassis reinforcement. So a chassis is the main component that holds your car together. On the left is a McLaren 620R, which uses what's called a monocoque chassis, which basically just means the main part of the chassis where you would sit is all one piece, while over here is a regular, it's just a Toyota Prius, which you can see its chassis is comprised of a ton of different components. A regular car has a lot of components to have to help with impact, but since the race car uses a monocoque chassis, it doesn't need all those crumple zones, and it provides more a sturdier build. But not all racing cars would use a monocoque chassis. Some use what's called a roll cage, which is installed inside the cabin of the car, and it also provides rigidity, and as the name implies, it prevents the cabin from collapsing in the case of a rollover. As you can see here, this car was in a rally race and it went off track, and you can see here that the roll cage did its job in protecting the passenger since the cabin didn't collapse. But before these great accidents were to occur, we want to prevent those from happening, and one of the ways we can prevent those is with better brakes. A brake stops the car, and the better the brake, the faster a car can stop. Brakes are located right behind the wheel, as you can see in this picture. If you take the wheel off, that's what a brake looks like. It consists of two main parts: the brake caliper, which is the thing on the outside, and then the big circle is the brake disc. The difference between racing and regular car braking systems are that racing cars will tend to use better materials, which will consist of carbon or ceramic brake pads, which are the things that squeeze the disc and help it stop, while regular cars will tend to use just metallic materials. The two main benefits of using ceramic and carbon is it helps dissipate heat and is more effective with stopping power. And greater the stopping power just means you can have faster reaction times and less accidents are likely to occur. And the last topic I want to talk about is seat belts. So most modern cars just have the 3-point seat belt. When I refer to points, I'm referring to how the number of spots that the seatbelt attaches to the car. In the case of regular seatbelts, it's 1, 2, 3. But with racing seats, they tend to use harnesses. And as you can see in this picture, this is just one side, but it's what's called a 6-point harness, and that just means it has 6 points which it attaches to the car. And having more points just means you're more secured into your seat, and it helps with, in the case of an accident, you don't hurt yourself more, and it also provides more rigidity when actually racing, so you don't have to worry about your body moving as much. And so as racing cars continue to get faster and more dangerous, they had to keep creating more and better ways to protect the racers. And so these over-engineered safety are why I think that race racing cars are more safe than regular cars.